What's good, everybody? You feel what I'm saying? I don't got the robe today, but we got the bonnet. So bonnet reacts in the building, but we not gonna react to nothing, okay? This is another basketball video. I know y'all been missing the little basketball topic videos where I just go on a little tangent about shit that's going on in the league. We got two topics actually. One that actually came out today, and that being that Giannis Antetokounmpo is gonna most likely leave the Milwaukee Bucks, and should LeBron James retire? Because LeBron James, you 41 years old. You still out here putting in pain. You still out here putting up great numbers, but you're old. You're over here taking money from other niggas. I'm not gonna lie. But let's get to the main topic. Let's get to the first topic that I just said. You know what I'm saying? Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo today, as of what's today? May 12th, 2025. Early that morning or early on today, the morning time, niggas said, yo, I'm gonna explore my options. You know what I'm saying? I might not be with the Bucks next season. Caught everybody off guard. Well, didn't catch people off guard. Everybody knew that he was eventually gonna leave because it showed on his body language showed on the court. After he lost to the Pacers, niggas started blacking on everybody. Nigga wasn't really talking to the coach like that. Nigga wasn't really being engaged with the team like that unless it was on the floor. You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, Damian Lillard just tore his Achilles, so he's gonna be out for like another season maybe. So yeah, Giannis is just tired of it, and he already got him a championship. He already accomplished what he needs to accomplish over there. He already did what he got to do over there. So there's really no point in him staying there unless he wants to, go down as like one of the like Dirk or Tim Duncan or one of those niggas like Kobe and them, where they all do what they got to do in that one franchise. But this is a business. There's too much money going around in the league for niggas to just stay on one team and for niggas not to explore their options, especially when you're a superstar caliber player like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, if I'm Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know what I'm saying? If these niggas ain't throwing the super max at me or throwing me a super crazy max extension, I'm not staying. You know what I'm saying? And in his mindset, he wants to win. He knows that if he stays on this team and the way that they're going right now, they're not going to win. They're going to be first, second round exits for the rest of the time unless they get another superstar. Because since they won the championship, which is 2021, 2024, they have been consistent first round, second round exits. It's time for a change, my nigga, because it's time for a rebuild. Because if you go 4 straight years, not even making the conference finals, and you got Giannis Antetokounmpo on your team, putting in pain for your team, then you gotta do what you gotta do. But that whole organization is dysfunctional to begin with. All right, they signed AJ Green, or what is it, AJ Green? Yeah, they signed AJ Green. He won like 30-some games. They lost like 7 games, and niggas fired him anyway because nobody liked them. And who did they replace him with? One of the worst coaches, one of the worst best coaches in NBA history. That's as mild as I can put it without being disrespectful. He is the worst best coach in the league. I say that because Doc Rivers, if he's coaching your team, 9 times out of 10 you are going to make the playoffs. Like that, nobody can deny that about Doc Rivers. He is really, really good at developing teams, and he's really, really good at making teams contenders. But he's just not good at winning when there are contenders. You know what I'm saying? He's just not good at executing, and he's not good at adjusting. You know what I'm saying? He's not. It showed. Every team he's went to, except for the Boston Celtics, which was back in '08, almost 20 fucking years ago. After they fired Doc Rivers, they either go through a complete rebuild or they just start trading niggas and trying to get other niggas. When he left the Clippers or when he left the Celtics, trade away KG, trade away everybody, went on a straight rebuild, ended up getting Tatum Brown, you know what I'm saying, the rest is history. Goes to the Clippers, coaches that team for years. I think he was the GM for the Clippers. Coaches that team for years, bro. As soon as, you know what I'm saying, Doc Rivers last season, they get rid of Chris Paul, they ship him out to OKC. They get rid of Pat Bev, they get rid of Montrezl Harrell, they get rid of Lou Will, they get rid of all these niggas. Well, they don't get rid of Lou Will, they keep Lou Will. They get rid of all these niggas, right? Oh, they actually did keep Bad Bev, so I'm tripping. They keep most of the niggas, all right? They trade away the player that they drafted, that being Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, for fucking Paul George. For Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, right? Boom, you get these niggas. Doc Rivers is like, okay, we in here. We in contention time. Proceeds to blow a 3-1 lead in the bubble, okay? He's done it plenty of times. Him and Chris Paul got a lot in common because they love blowing leads. You know what I'm saying? They have a 3-1 lead, 2-1 lead, 2-0 lead. God forbid a 3-0 lead. God forbid he blow that. Pause. But he's blowing everything else. Pause. I won't even be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Doc Rivers is he's just not that guy no more. He shouldn't be a coach. He should just be a GM. He should try to be a GM or try to like be a trainer or something. Because him being a coach is just not. It's not the move. All right. Look at what he's done in Milwaukee. All right. They get rid of AJ Green, who arguably was doing a great job. It's just I don't know why the players weren't respecting him, but he was doing a good job for a regular season for a first year coach doing a great job. And then Doc Rivers comes in here, and the first year that he's there, these niggas losing the first round. All granted, everybody got hurt. Dane got hurt. Chris Middleton was playing wobbled. Giannis was hurt. So granted, niggas was hurt, but come this bitch, you motherfucking just losing the first round, right? Boom. Second year, y'all niggas start the season
1-6.
If I'm Giannis and I start the season
1-6,
I know we're not winning the championship this year. Our team sucks. We can't, bro. The beginning of the season, I mean, they won the fucking cup shit, but it's the cup. Nobody cares about the fucking cup. They won the cup, but beginning of the season, they were playing like straight dog water. They couldn't guard shit. These niggas almost lost to Detroit beginning of the season before Detroit started blowing up. You feel me? Detroit was giving these niggas a run for their money. Giannis had to put up 60 fucking points on the Detroit Pistons just to beat these niggas. Well, he had 59 points, but that's 60 fucking points. All right? Did all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Cooking niggas, doing Giannis things, and just for it to end up him being, I said that shit all times wrong. Just for it to end up with him getting swept, or not swept, but getting gentlemen swept in the first round. You feel me? If I'm Giannis, I'm like, bro, I've given my all to this organization. I got in the championship from this organization, and for the past 3-4 years, this organization has not been doing me justice. So I think it's time for me to leave, and I think everybody in the NBA understands that, and even Milwaukee understands that. You know what I'm saying? Giannis wants to explore his options. He's a very, very talented basketball player. He's top 5 players in the league right now as we speak. So why wouldn't he shop his options? It's a fucking business at the end of the day. He has to take care of his family. He has to take care of his kids. So if a team is offering him money that he can't deny, or a team is offering him an opportunity to play in a championship contending setting, then why would he not do it? It's just stupid if he doesn't do it. Unless he's that loyal. Unless you're that loyal to your organization where you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just ride it out and give y'all, and whatever y'all give me is whatever y'all give me. But I don't think he's like that. His GMs or his managers or the niggas that be around him are definitely telling him, yo, you got to go elsewhere. It's time for you to explore your options, because I don't think you will want to be in Milwaukee. But that's enough with Giannis, all right? Let's get to LeBron James, okay? Because for some reason, every time I talk about LeBron James, y'all niggas love it. Every time I talk about LeBron, I get plenty of views, plenty of likes, plenty of comments. So we're going to talk about LeBron James, okay? And I gotta get a new camera because this fucking camera keeps flashing and shit. Shit is fucking ridiculous, bro. Shit is stupid. I might just start recording on my fucking iPhone at this point. Shit is ridiculous. But LeBron James, okay? LeBron Raymond James. It is his 21st year in the league. He got drafted in 2003. This is his 22nd year in the league, okay? 22nd year in the league. He's 41 years old, and he is still putting up over 25, 26 points per game, over 6, 7 rebounds, and over 6 assists, or 5, 6 assists a game at his age, which is fucking ridiculous, okay? Vince Carter was 40, 41, and he wasn't doing what LeBron was doing. Michael Jordan was 38, 39, about to beat 40. He wasn't doing what LeBron was doing. So LeBron James will forever, and it will never be disputed, that he is the greatest old nigga in basketball history, okay? Point blank, period. But with that being said, him being old is also a handicap, okay? Because in this series against Minnesota, LeBron James has disappeared in the third and fourth quarter countless times. This is his third year doing this in a row, okay? In the 2022, 2023 playoff series, when they went to the Western Conference Finals and almost beat, or they didn't almost beat the Denver Nuggets. They got mopped by the Denver Nuggets. All right, boom. Denver Nuggets, right? LeBron James did not hit a single. He didn't hit a three for like 3 games straight. You know what I'm saying? He was in a slump, and in the third and fourth quarters alone, he completely disappeared, barely put up shots, which is understandable because if the nigga is 40, 41 years old and he plays 2-3 quarters straight, you know what I'm saying, putting in pain, by the fourth quarter, the nigga's going to be burnt out. His legs going to be like, yo, my nigga, we need to put ice on these legs, all right? I can't be running no more. I can't be catching lobs right now. My legs is burning, all right? Boom. 2024 season, same shit. LeBron was still doing LeBron things, but in the third and fourth quarters, he would disappear or he wouldn't be as aggressive as he was in the first and second. And once again, it goes back to what I said. He's 40 fucking 1 years old, 40 years old. You can't expect a 40-year-old, 41-year-old to carry the fucking load of your team, regardless of how good he is. You can't rely on a fucking 40, 41-year-old to carry the load for your team in a playoff setting, bro. You can't, because by the third and fourth quarter, the old is going to catch up with that man. Those legs are going to start burning. He's going to start breathing heavy. And every time every time there's a fast break or every time niggas get a steal and there's a fast break, he's going to be like, fuck. Which is why every time in the third and fourth quarter, nigga be walking up the nigga be walking up the ball, nigga be taking his sweet ass time, nigga be mad lollygagging and shit. He's not playing like how he was in 2018, 2019, where he just like put his head down, start bulldozing through niggas. He can't do that shit no more. Or he can't do that for a whole 4 quarters no more. He can't. There's times where he do it. I'm not gonna say he don't do it no more, because there's times where he gammed on a nigga, you know what I'm saying, put his head down, you know what I'm saying, big boy a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But you just can't do that for the whole stretch of a game or a whole stretch of a fucking series. You can't do that. Which is exactly why they got Luka Doncic in the offseason, where they got lucky in getting Luka Doncic during the season. Because, you know what I'm saying, Dallas is fucking retarded and they like, we don't want this nigga no more. So y'all can have him, LA here. LA, you want a superstar here. Basically, that's what they did. So they get Luka to help counteract the fact, because the LA knows that LeBron's going to be out of here in like a year and a half. And they know that he's not going to be able to go 100% for a whole game. So that's why they got Luka Doncic, so that when LeBron James is having his off nights, or if he's having his moments where he's just not being aggressive no more, they can give the ball to Luka Doncic, and Luka Doncic can do Luka Doncic things. Get 33 points, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Granted, this series, he wasn't really doing that every game, but there were a lot of games. We only really had like 1 or 2 bad games. I remember, what was it, game 2 or 3, where he only had like 15, 16 points. He had the flu or something, like a stomach virus or something. And then I think, what was it, the last game, he shot like shit. But regardless of that fact, it's Luka Doncic, bro. They got Luka Doncic so he can go over there, shoot threes, you know what I'm saying, score the basketball. For when LeBron can't score the basketball. You know what I'm saying? His defense is another thing. His defense sucks. But he gives you 30, 33 a night. So who gives a fuck about the defense, right? In this series, though, LeBron James averaged 25. Well, I'm going off the top of my head. 25, 6, and 7, right? At the age of 41 years old. But once again, in the third and fourth quarters, except for maybe, what was it, game 3 when he had 38, or game 4 when he had like 38. In the third and fourth quarters alone, this nigga this nigga barely averages like 10 points per game in the third, fourth quarters, bro. It's crazy, bro. Because this is LeBron James we talking about. LeBron James is known for taking over games and completely demoralizing teams in the clutch and in deep situation playoff moments. You feel me? It's just not in LeBron's character to be playing like this in clutch situations or in situations where he need a bucket, because in situations like that in the past, he was known to step up and completely take over a game. But the nigga's 40, I'm going to say it again, the nigga's 41 years old. And I keep saying that he's 41 years old to basically conclude what I'm saying right now by saying LeBron needs to retire, bro. He needs to pack it up. Next season, he shouldn't even play, because next season they're not going to win the championship. They have the same exact team as they did this season. They have no big man, they have no defense, and they have no consistent shooting on that team. Even with Luka, Luka is the best inconsistent nigga in the league. He'll be inconsistent, but he'll give you 10 and 10. So it's like, fuck it. If he does go 5 for 55, he'll at least give us 12 assists and 10 rebounds. With Rui Hachimura, he's inconsistent. Dorian Finney-Smith, he's inconsistent. Jackson Hayes can't bang down low with the big guys. Pause. Who else? Fucking Austin Reeves wasn't really showing up in the playoffs this series. He got locked up by Anthony Edwards. Dalton Connect, he might get traded, because I don't think he want to stay in LA after what they did to him this season, trying to get him out of here for Mark Williams, and they got rescinded because nigga Mark Williams is hurt. I don't think he want to stay there, so he's demoralized. Like, the team is just not a playoff. It's not a finals championship team. And they got JJ Redick coaching the team. Not saying JJ Redick is a trash coach, because for a first-year coach, you know what I'm saying, you're coaching LeBron and Luka, you're coaching very, very great basketball players. It's going to be hard for you to, you know what I'm saying, make adjustments as a first-year coach, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to put nothing on JJ Redick. He did a good job this season, all right? He did what he was supposed to do, especially after they traded Anthony Davis, and now he has to rebrand and retool everything to work with LeBron and Luka. So I'm not going to put nothing past him with that. But LeBron James, for a nigga, you know you know what I'm saying, that gets paid a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, at your age, bro, we expect you in the third, fourth quarters and in clutch situations to at least have some sort of an impact in those games. If you're not having an impact on those games in those last seconds of the game, then I'm sorry, my nigga. I think it's about time for you to retire because you're showing us that your play style or the way that you're performing in clutch situations or in the third and fourth quarters of games, because you still do be balling. You still be putting up your numbers. It's just early on in the game. Early on in the game, you'll fuck around, hit 6, 7 threes, hit 5 threes, have 26, 27, or have like 23, 24 by the half. And then in the third and fourth quarter, you only score like 5, 6 points. Like, and it's in situations where we need buckets too. Like, this is why y'all lost in 5 to the Minnesota Timberwolves, my nigga. So, with that being said, LeBron, I think it's about time for you to get the fuck out of here and retire. You know what I'm saying? You did a lot for the sport. You did a lot for the game of basketball. You made the game very entertaining, and you put a lot of people on to the sport of basketball. You feel me? But I think it's about time for you to hang it up. I know you want to wait for Bryce to get in the league so you can play with Bryce and Bronny, because if Bryce does get in the draft, doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to realize that he's probably going to get drafted by the LA Lakers in the second round like how Bronny did. So he's probably want to do that, and then he's going to retire. But honestly, you're in a situation where niggas want to win a championship. If you're not in that, if you know that you're not going to be able to play to your ability and play to the extent to where you want to win, then you should either get traded to a team where you can, you know what I'm saying, do what you want to do, or you should retire, my nigga. Because the way you playing, I don't think LA is going to win a championship, bro. They not winning shit, bro. Even with Luka on the team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only so much LeBron James can do on that floor for 48 minutes before he gets fucking tired. You know what I'm saying? Before his legs start burning and shit. But that's it for the video. I went on rambling for 17 minutes. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on IG too. I'll be posting little IG reels and shit on the IG of my videos. I'll be posting them on shorts too. But follow me on Instagram and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get to 4K before the end of 2025. You feel me? So help me out. Share the video. Share with your friends. If you found anything informative, you know what I'm saying, like the video. If you have any questions, comment below in the comments. All right? I'll be in the comments every day, bro. So if you want to chop it up with me, just go in the comments. I'm going to be in that bitch. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.